Hello, my vivacious Virgos. This is Brandy with Fates of Three Tarot. I'm going to do a single love read today. So if you are single or you just want to check things out, you are at the right place, right? Thank you so much for being here with me. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. We appreciate each and every one of you guys as our channel continues to grow. If this reading does not resonate, please leave it on the table for whoever it was meant to be for. Do not make a situation your issue if it doesn't match your story. Crosswatchers are always welcome, and energies may be reversed. You will hear me say he, she, they, them, king, queen. It is an energy I am picking up on. It is not necessarily the gender involved. I think that's everything. All right, let's get to it. We have got first card out, True Love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Look at that phenomenal energy for a singles love read. Okay? If you are waiting on your love to spring into life, let's find out what's going to go on. I'm attempting to get those to where you can actually see them. So hopefully I have accomplished that this time. All right, let's get a few oracles here, please. Get my sage off the table. Okay, tell me what Virgo needs to see, please. Listen to your heart. Oh, there's another one that had flipped. Cosmic Pearl. Okay, listen to your heart. Awaken psychic abilities. Tune into the infinite. Okay, this may be talking of doing some meditation, some prayer, talking to Source, whatever that is for you. Cosmic Pearl, expand your psychic gifts, open the gateway to angelic realms. Okay, so a lot of intuition type work, a lot of spiritual work and belief, faith, getting yourself out of so much the 3D, the real life, and allowing your spiritual side to awaken. What else do we have for Virgo, please? For Virgo, anything? Oh, we're not taking all of those. One, please. One more. Maybe not. All right. We got anything else for Virgo? I'm hearing to do it again. So we'll go through it one more time. Did I miss something? Oh. Okay. I give up. Enlightenment. Look from the highest perspective. Excuse me. See the divine in everyone. Okay, now this is very powerful energy as far as, don't be judgmental. Look for the good in everyone, right? Know that everyone has that light side and that dark side, and trying to come to acceptance. That doesn't mean you have to accept them and bring them into your energy field, but acknowledging, as a human that they have all of these complexities. Stargate of Lyra. Expand your causal chakra. Enter the unicorn kingdom. And look at that card with all the rainbows, the white light. This is, again, going into that spiritual side, realizing karmic effects and kind of balancing out of energies, realizing that everything has an effect. Every action has a reaction. Magical crystal cave, switch on your inner light, bring forward your gifts. These cards are gorgeous. My camera does not do them justice, but they're really pretty. Okay, so that's what our unicorn oracles are saying to you. I'm going to kind of put them off to the side, and we're going to do some tarot and find out what we have in motion for Virgo Singles, please. Virgo Singles. Oh, thank you. And I'm going to take those in the way they came out. Okay, Ten of Swords. You're coming out of a painful, deceptive cycle. A lot of joyous celebrations going on. Or this was a third-person situation that puts you into that Ten of Swords. Being that they came out together, that might be what happened. Otherwise, maybe your friends and family gathered around you, as the saying goes, pulling the caravans around from back in the pioneer days of the United States expansion. They circle the wagons, kind of do the protective thing around you. They're like, you know what? You're our Virgo. We're not, we're here for you. We're going to protect you as much as we can. But this can very easily have been a third-party situation that was painful, very painful cycle for you. What else do we have for Virgo, please? Page of Pentacles. Okay, you're wanting this foundation, this offer of permanence. It's like, I'm wanting my earth energy. This is usually a messenger card, and this would, for me normally, would be a stable offer coming in. But this one is telling me of desire, of wanting that stability. What else do we have? Thank you. 10 of Cups. Yeah, you're wanting this. You're wanting your happily ever after. You're wanting that joy, that fulfillment. You see other people that have been in these situations, and you're like, you know what? They may fight constantly, but they've been together for 40 years. I want my person. I want my stability. I want my happy. And I totally get that. What else do we have for Virgo, please? The Empress. Okay, are you figuring out who and what you are, Virgo? Your value, fertility, prosperity. Maybe you're wanting to have a family, have children, and you're kind of concerned about the time limit there. Especially if you're feminine. But this is, she knows her worth, she knows her value, and she's not going to take offers that don't deserve her. She's confident. She's the queen of all the queens. What else do we have for Virgo? Oh, thank you. 3 of Wands, watching those ships come in. You've put time and effort and money, possibly emotion, into... It looks like you've done some self-care since all of this painful cycle. I will dive into this further, but in that case, you're like, okay, I'm where I'm supposed to be, especially if you've hit this Empress mode. I'm going to stick that right there because that's what we're going to say. Virgo has hit her Empress mode, or his Empress mode. Again, it's not a gender thing. It's an energy. It is that valuing of oneself. It is that prosperity, the watching the fields grow, the emotion, the caring, the nurturing. It is all of that combined together, and it is an energy. And you've worked to get yourself there, and it's not an easy place to be. And we can get knocked back out of that energy field if something dramatic enough happens, and we allow, it's usually once we've hit Empress mode, it's a lot easier to kind of climb back into it, but not always. So this took a lot of work, a lot of effort, and you're going, okay, I did this. Now, where is it? Where are my ships? Where did it go? Let's wait for Virgo, please. So that's kind of a present energy I'm feeling right now. Let's wait for Virgo. Okay. All right, I want some more present into future energies for our Virgos, please. Present into future. 9 of Swords. And this has you stressed out. It has you up in your head. You are, having insomnia. Are you chasing a romance? Surely not. This Empress doesn't chase. She knows her value, and they come after her. They chase this Empress. Alrighty, Virgo. What we got going on over here? As we expand on this, it's going to get interesting, I do believe. 6 of Wands. Okay, this talks about a victory, and it's also talking about being thankful to those friends and family that have allowed you to accomplish this victory. You know they helped you to rise up, and they were there for you. So you're showing gratitude as you are marching through victoriously, because you didn't get there by yourself. I mean, you did a lot of the work, but you knew that they were your backbone. What else do we have for Virgo coming into the future energies? Knight of Swords. Okay, that's fast moving. Of course, he's the logical knight. He can be very courageous. He's the one that will jump in front of you and protect you. He tends to bring in truth, logic. Okay, this isn't the emotional knight. This isn't the passionate knight. This is the logic, error. He's somewhat of a stable knight, but again, he's fast moving, and it's like, we'll have to wait for the expansion to find out what's going on with that. But being that this is all coming together, this is information coming in. or an offer coming in because it's right under that page. Thank you. Page of Pentacles. Okay, there's 5 of Wands. That can speak of conflict, miscommunications, lack of communication completely. And I did drop a card, so you'll probably hear my voice kind of change up as I attempt to grab it. But it is also, you know, I've referred to it as the hitting each other upside the heads with sticks card. Because it is, people aren't paying attention to one another. They're going their separate ways. They're in this huge conflict, this, you know, and this can be a mental conflict as well as a physical one. I'm not saying you're out there boxing it out, but as far as, you know, verbally being in disagreements with others. Okay, and this card that fell is, of course, the 8 of Wands, communication. And this is your hot, fiery, passionate communication. Can also speak of traveling. So, and this 3 of Wands is a travel card as well. This one tends to do more of over the water, if memory serves, and this one is more of over the land type travels. Okay, anything else for this future energy for Virgo singles? Page of Wands. Okay, this is the page that is bringing in the messages of, oh, Virgo, you're looking damn good right now. You're looking pretty sexy over there. Yeah. You gonna give me your number, baby? Okay, that's the Wands, hot, fiery, passionate, the lustful energy, right? She can also be speaking of starting a passion project. Something that's near and dear to your heart. Possibly, you know, getting into an old hobby that you didn't ever really explore well or that you love to do. Something you enjoy doing, okay? But this can also be the messenger, the little text, the email, the phone call saying, Virgo, what you been doing? Anything else for this future energy for Virgo, please? Okay. And we are going to start our expansion and see what happens because this is looking like we're going to get our soap opera going. I don't know. We'll see. And then, there we go. Which deck? I'm hearing this one, so we will go with the Egyptian deck to start with at least. All right. Will you tell me about this 10 of Swords and 3 of Cups energy, please? Thank you. Okay, I've got the 5 of Staffs once again. The conflict, the disagreements, people not seeing eye to eye, going their separate ways. I really should have flipped this over so it was right side up for you. I just realized that. My apologies, Virgo. I will attempt to remember in the future. Thank you. The World. Okay, yes, this was a cycle. You had had enough, and you put an end to all of this, and your people were there for you more than likely during that circumstance. And it again, could have been a third-party situation. But this was a completion. It's like, okay, I'm done with all that. Virgo has gotten to, I am to a point where I am better than this. I deserve more than this. And it's going to hurt. And it's going to really suck for a little while as I'm healing from all of this, from the time, the energy, possibly money, everything that you've poured into this connection, just to get stabbed in the back. You know, that takes a grieving cycle. It takes a healing cycle. And this world is saying, you've completed these cycles. It's time for that fresh start, that new beginning. Okay, you can tell me about this Page of Pentacles, please. And again, I'm wondering if that was a third-party situation. 4 of Cups over this Page of Pentacles. Okay, again, this is an offer. And what's different about this 4 of Cups is he's holding that chalice in his hand. He's not missing this opportunity. He knows it's right there. Maybe a little bit despondent, a touch depressed. He's looking at those 3 other cups and going, they're not quite in my reach. They're not quite, you know, I don't know if he shoved them away because he's done with them, or if he's reminiscing over them. I don't know, but he's debating, do I want to take this cup? Do I want to accept this cup or not? And he's almost got a wand in his hand. And wands tend to be, especially one, the new beginnings as well. The fresh starts, passion. I'm going to ask about this 3 of Cups. Can you tell me about this 3 of Cups, please? 3 of Cups. Thank you. Page of Swords. That was a truth coming in. It may have been a message from friends that, hey, I saw your guy out with. Or some kind of truth came about. And it may have been a truth about a third-party situation. Any other information on this? Thank you. Yeah. Ace of Swords. It's you know, that can be called a double-edged sword because, you know, the truth is, it's blunt. It's jagged. It's honest. And sometimes it's really not what we want to hear, but what we need to hear. So there was some kind of deception, most likely, that was going on in that situation. That was then put into. And again, it may have been a message that came through a family, somebody you thought was a family or a friend, and you know, or, you know, it may be a family or friendship person that came to you and said, look, I saw him out on a date with so-and-so. I took a picture, look on my cell phone. I knew you weren't going to believe this. You know, somewhere down the line, the truth came out, and it was an unexpected, unplanned truth. You may have had a little bit of intuition behind it, thought something was going on. Or your friends thought something was going on. Caused this conflict. So you ended things. You're starting over with this world. Okay. Tell me more about this Page of Pentacles, please. I just wanted to get clarity, a little more clarity on that. I know everyone's situation is different, especially those type things. And Five of Coins. Okay, this is going to be a very tough choice for you. Even though you're wanting this pinnacle, you're wanting that stability. It's like, look at all of this I've lost already. I had these 4 pinnacles, and look at them. They're out of reach. I will never have those pinnacles back again. And he is totally disregarding this pinnacle up at the top. Reinvesting this pinnacle somewhere. And that's that same pinnacle this page has in his, you know, it's like she's looking at that pentacle longingly. I want this. This is what I desire. Why is this so far out of my reach? It's almost like she's looking at the world. Okay, tell me about this Ten of Cups, please. Thank you. We've got the Page of Staffs and the Eight of Cups. Okay. Of course, the Eight of Cups is the walking away energy. It is something is not serving you any longer in your life. You've grown beyond a situation. Finding out that those cups were actually empty, and so you just, you know. But it's kind of, in this deck, it always reminds me of like going into a meditative state, or going into, you know, your spiritual beliefs, going to source, talking with spirit, talking with God, whatever your belief system, and going, you know, I know this isn't right for me, and I know it's not good for me. Will you help me release it? And this Page of Staffs is bringing in a fiery, hot, passionate message once again. So that's 2 pages of staff and wands, of course, same type thing. This may have sparked off the beginning of this passion project for you. Because Ten of Cups talks about joy and happiness. A lot of people do consider it, you know, the happily ever after card, the home, the family, the white picket fence, the 9 yards, right? But people find joy in all sorts of circumstances and all sorts of aspects of life, right? So why wouldn't you be finding that joy, that happiness on your own as a single person? I mean, sure, if the right person comes along and offers in, I mean, that's like going from the 9 to the 10 of Cups, but you are allowed to be happy on your own, okay? I don't know if somebody needs to hear that, but it's a thing. You know, you're not supposed to get your happiness from someone else. Someone else can add to that happiness. All right. Anything else on this 10 of Cups, please? So I'm wondering if this definitely is oh, no. And it's telling me no, Brandy, shut up. You're going down the wrong path with this whole hobby thing. This is the Lovers, of course. It's a choice card. It speaks of, you know, type of soulmates, destined people to be together. The Lovers, okay? But it is a choice. Tell me about these lovers, please. Thank you. Ace of Cups. Fresh new beginning in love. This is someone new coming in, and I don't think he's in your energy yet, or she's in your energy yet. I think you're still in this healing process. Just walking away. And it's going to kind of take you by a little bit of surprise when this page comes in. A little bit of flirting going on somewhere down the line, huh, Virgo? You're out there having a good time. You're enjoying yourself. You're being happy. And you're joking, you're clowning, you're flirting. That's beautiful energy. And it's going to bring in this lover energy and this Ace of Cups, this new beginning. Tell me about this Empress, please. Tell me about this Empress, please. Thank you. King of Cups. Okay. Now, of course, you know, he is the king of emotion, of heart. Wears his heart on his sleeve. He doesn't always express himself well, as far as emotions especially. He is, you know, the compassionate one, a nurturing one. He has built his kingdom based from the heart, from the emotion. Tell me more about this Empress, please. So this may be 7 of Coins. Okay, so that's like debating, is this an investment I want to make? Investing, learning, growing those pentacles, right? But if his pentacles are on his shoulders, so, you know, this can get a little bit heavy, so he may still be debating and going, you know, I'm not sure which way to go with this. Do I continue watering and fertilizing and watching these pentacles bloom and blossom, or do I just set these pentacles down? Tell me a little bit more, please. Thank you. The Emperor. Okay, that's a divine matchup. I'm done. Your reading's over. You've got the Emperor on top of the Empress. Of course, this is the divine matchup. He is the bossing up energy. He has his eyes on whatever he wants and he goes after it. He's very intelligent. He's all the kings put together. He's very balanced, very reliable, strong energy. The perfect match for an Empress energy. Okay, now if you're not quite in Empress mode, you may not recognize an Emperor. Just like if you're not in Queen mode, you may not recognize a King. Because we're just not in that level. When we're not in that level, it's like, wait a minute, did I just miss something? Because, you know, yeah, because we're not used to that energy. We're not used to that confidence, those abilities. All right, tell me about this 3 Wands, please. Watching and waiting for those ships to come in. 4 of Swords. Okay, we're talking about some healing work going on. That is, you know, getting some, you know, rest, relaxation, taking a time out. Can speak of physical elements as well. Going into that thought process again, that meditation, that prayer. I was talking about that earlier. What else do we have on this 3 of Wands, please? So this could be part of your decision. As this Emperor moves in and you're going, wait a minute, where did you come from? I was over here doing my own thing, and 6 of Cups. Now this one in this deck, as he's walking away, he looks over his shoulder. And it's like, you know, I know that's not serving me anymore. I know it. I know that, you know, I've had some fond memories there. I truly did. See that sun behind there, that happiness, that joy. But that, you know, and this is how, I'm giving it the respect it deserves, because that's how I got here, and that's how I got to my Empress mode. But that's what it is. It's memories. It's in the past. Does that make sense? Leaving that behind you. That can also talk of soulmate energy, past life energy. Usually it's a children card, but I don't usually get that with this deck. Oh, and I was hearing justice. Yeah, to flip, look and flip. What was on the bottom? This is your equal give and take. This is your scales are going to be balanced once again. Okay? If you suffered from breadcrumbing, inequality, you know, just whatever the past situations in your life, this is saying that that's taken care of. We're balancing those scales out. Okay? That is Libra energy, of course. Grab onto the rest of these. All right. Can you tell me why this puts our Virgos into Nine of Swords mode? Because this is looking great. I mean, there's indecision there. There's some healing. You know, it's waiting for ships to come in. But to go into insomnia, stuck in the head. Thank you. The Chariot. Okay, this is a victorious energy. It's fast moving. Okay, maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe this is long distance. Maybe this is an online type connection. Because this is a travel card. Another one. And but it is a victorious energy. It's like it balances out again, like the Justice we were just looking at. It's a yin and yang energy balancing out of these two polar opposites. The Chariot, the person in the Chariot usually doesn't take that Chariot out unless they're going to be victorious. I'm just saying. Okay? But this has got you in your head for some reason. So let's find out. Tell me more about this Nine of Swords, please. And I'm hearing the other deck. Just a second, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. All right, tell me about this Nine of Swords, please. Three of Swords, okay. Thank you. The Stars. Strength, Six of Chalices. Okay, now this is more of a children card in this deck. This is more, okay, if you have children already, that may be the concern here. That you know that everything you do affects them as well. So you're wanting to make the proper choice. This may be your dream come true, your wish fulfillment. But how is it going to impact their lives as well? Okay, it's going to take a lot of strength, a lot of courage to get through this. And it can also have to do with having that heart broken before. As many stitches and patches as you had to put on, if all of that healing work wasn't complete, which sometimes it's not, and we don't even realize it, it is scarred over, and that devil energy will rear its ugly head at the most inopportune moments, right? Okay, so it may be just a matter of, okay, I just need to slow down, Mr. Emperor, just a little bit, and let me think things through. And if you're open and honest with that Emperor, he is going to understand, and he's going to be, you know, I get it. Just keep communication with me. Don't take me out of the loop here. Okay? Now, I'm not saying, but this is the victory. This is, you know, getting over this heartbreak. But it's definitely got you all up in your head. You're staying up late. You've got anxiety. You're not... I mean, this is a wish fulfillment card. And that's the only thing that keeps screaming at me would be children. If there are children involved in this situation. Okay, thank you. Just a second, please. Sorry about that. I just wanted to blend these up a little bit more. Okay. I wanted to get some detail on this Five of Coins with the Page of Pentacles energy. While I had this deck out. Yeah, Ace of Wands. Passionate new starts, new beginnings. And you're wanting that grounded energy, but you're wanting that spark there. So this is desires of yours. That's what I was making sure of. That I was on the right track on that one. With the Four of Cups. Not knowing if you're going to accept an offer. Being in depression, being despondent. Going into your ground energy, your natural ground energy of, you know, go back to work, put the nose to the grindstone. Excuse me, what is the deal with me speaking? Okay, I do know how to speak on occasion. Grief. Okay, and I'm hearing go back to my other, so I'm gonna set those over for a moment. I'm not sure if we're gonna need them again, but we'll find out. Oh, the Six of Wands, please. Thank you. Knight of Swords. I'm fairly certain we saw a Knight of Swords somewhere before. Right? Right. Right here next to there. Right. Okay. Tell me about this Knight of Swords, please. The Fool. Wanting to take that risk. Leap off that cliff. You're zeroed. Your energy is back to zero. You are like, okay, we're a fresh new beginning. Fresh start. We have the World card right there. Okay? Now, this is a risky endeavor. I'm not saying don't think things through. You know, make sure there's water in that swimming pool if you're going to go off the diving board. If you're going to leap, make sure that somebody's leaping with you. Don't ignore red flags. But you know what? No risk, no reward, right? And this Emperor and Empress put together, that is a phenomenal reason to take this kind of risk. So that Knight of Swords is coming in. He's coming in with truth, and he's like, I'm ready. I'm ready for an adventure. Here, let's go. Let's go traveling. Let's go whatever, you know, and then you're in this victorious mode. Your people are happy for you. You know, it's a celebratory, again, gratitude, energy. But it's victory. It's talking about, you know, look where I've made it to. And I have all of you guys to thank for it because, you know what? Y'all were all here for me when I needed you to be. Tell me more about this Knight of Swords. Thank you. Knight of Cups. Yeah. You've got offers coming in. At least one, if not multiple. Excuse me. If you are in Empress mode, I would expect multiple offers coming in. The most likely, the most compatible should be this Emperor. But not all Emperors match the Empress, right? Just because somebody is an Emperor in their own personal Emperor energy does not mean they're the equivalent to your Empress. Does that make sense? Let me ask about that. This divine match. Tell me about that divine match, please. Thank you. Ten of Swords. See what I mean? Was this a false Emperor? Eight of Swords stuck you in your head. Anxiety, depression. All you have to do is stand up, turn around, and you will see that big gap. But this is stuck in your mind energy. Was this a false Emperor? Wheel of Fortune. Putting yourself back in the same cycle. Okay? Be very aware of that, please. Do not allow yourself to go and put yourself back into the same situation, the same energies that hurt you before. Because it brings in this heartache once again. It's like, why do I keep doing this? What is the deal? What is the pattern here? And that may require this internal healing work. I mean, I know it definitely requires internal healing work. I'm just not sure. You should be doing that healing work back here, not in Empress mode. Okay? Now, it is possible that the Emperor and Empress are a couple that you look up to and that give sound advice to you, and you think very highly of them. That is not the energy I originally took from this. As you are opening up these new starts, this new beginning, but this Wheel of Fortune, of course, talks of destiny. It talks of fate. You want to keep that wheel turning as you're learning lessons and doing things, and you don't want it to go stagnant. You don't want it to stop. You don't want life to stop. You don't want it to go backwards and repeat these old cycles, because you know what? We've learned, we've progressed, we've grown, right? Wasn't there a king right here? A King of Cups. Yes. Okay. Tell me about this King of Cups, please. Thank you. Judgment. This King of Cups may be someone from your past coming back in. Be very aware of that kind of energy. Make sure that they have grown, that they have actually matured into that Emperor energy, because you're sitting here as an Empress. Okay? Make sure that they are actually in Emperor mode before you start investing, before you debate investing again with this person, because you kind of have a foundation there already, right? But if they haven't moved up and done the work they needed to do on themselves, then it will definitely end up in this cycle of in your head, stressed out, Ten of Swords, pain cycle all over again. Reliving all of that. Yeah, Judgment talks of rebirth. All these truths coming out. You know, it's like a resurrection card at times. I often, you know, usually it shows up. When it shows up for me, it's usually someone from the past coming back. But not always. You know, sometimes somebody has done you so wrong, and you took all of this pain and pressure from all the people gossiping and talking things about things they have no clue about. And they've already made all these judgment calls. They've said this and they've said that, and everybody's turned against you except for your close friends and family, because they know better. And this is the true story coming out. Okay? It's the clearing of the air. If this is a true Emperor, he should not be sticking you in this type of energy field. Unless you're just worried about the past and that you truly haven't walked away from, or was our Eight of Cups? It was before that, right? Was our Eight of Cups before that or after that? Uh-oh. I thought it was before. Now look at me. I'm losing cards. Yeah, it was right before the Empress. Walking away because you're wanting your happiness. You're wanting your stability. So what is going on here? I'm definitely, and as much as I hate it, I'm getting that warning energy here everywhere. And I'm just like, ugh, my poor Virgos. Tell me about this Eight of Wands, please. Thank you. Five of Cups. Information. Of course, passionate, hot, fiery messages. This is protecting these two cups. It's like these three cups have spilled in this deck. But he's got those on this little pedestal, the altar. And he's protecting them. He's got his arms around them like, I am guarding my two cups. I'm not losing these two on again. So if this becomes a controlling energy for you, Virgo, of